So Zion Williamson had a pretty damn good game. I'll say this, he had a pretty damn good first game back, and man, I'm sorry, does Zion Williamson when he's not playing basketball just put on a fat suit at this stage? Like it's kind of ridiculous because he actually looked in pretty decent shape. Like he's out here doing this in games, which is kind of crazy. Like he's out here getting a steal and deciding, you know what, I'm out for a while. Let me just 360 windmill in the middle of a game while up by 2 points. Let me just run down and a 360 freaking windmill for the Pelicans. Like let me just do that. And to be fair, like in 28 minutes yesterday, Zion Williamson scored 22 points, which is pretty good. Like I will say, it's pretty good. And unfortunately, like the Pelicans did lose the game. Either way, though, yeah, he's now out again. He's now out again. He's now ruled out. And he did a 360 dunk and he hurt himself. I think it's honestly, I think it's load management. But I'm like, what is the point? People are like, oh, he shouldn't play back to backs. If he's not like capable of playing back to backs, which is fine, by the way. It's fine. Not everyone's going to be able to play that many minutes and log that many minutes onto their legs. But like, why are you doing 360 windmills if you know you're being load managed? If you're like, okay, my team is load managing me. So what should I do? Let me do some 360s. Let me just start windmilling. I'm like, what is the point? What is the point of that? Like, he played one game. He decided to take the day off and celebrate after. I deserve to eat one to playing one game. Dear Lord. In fairness, he actually looks like he's in half decent nick. He can't play 5 games straight. I don't think he'll play 5 games straight for a long time. And that's the problem with Zion Williamson, is that like he's going to get hurt before the end of the year. You just know he is. You just know Zion is going to, as much as he's technically healthy right now. Like he's just gonna go and get hurt again, isn't he? Like that's just the reality of situations. That's been Zion Williamson for I don't even know how long. Like he's in a constant cycle of getting hurt and all of that, and playing and a little bit looking like he could be pretty good, then he goes and gets hurt again, and it's just a constant cycle. And like Pelicans to face Portland without star forward Zion Williamson, they might lose to the Portland Trail Blazers. Like man, the New Orleans Pelicans. At this stage, I just sit him for the damn year. I would play him to trade him. Like it's that type of thing where it's like maybe you want to just go and play him for a little bit to trade him, because like the Portland Trail Blazers currently have won one more game. They have won one more game, and they've lost 2 more, by the way. So they've barely got a better record than one of the worst teams of all time in the Wizards. Yeah, the Wizards are winning more games, but like they are getting pummeled in most games. The Pelicans out here, like the Jazz are trying to lose. You've got CJ McCollum, you've got DeJounte Murray. I get it, there's been a lot of injuries, but you're still 7-30. You've got Brandon Ingram. This is a team, when healthy, people think should be competing for a top 6 seed. They're 7-30. If they won every single game for the rest of the year, they wouldn't get into the top 6 seeds in the playoffs. 2-8 through their last 10. Worst in the conference, tied worst with the Phoenix Suns, who are in free fall. And then you've also got like all these other like teams. Like you're worse than the Raptors. You are worse than the Hornets. I repeat, you are worse than the Charlotte Hornets. It is hard to be worse than the Charlotte Hornets, but you are worse than the Charlotte Hornets. So if I'm them, I'm looking to trade Zion. Like I'm trying to get him to play a run of 4 of 6 games, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm listening to offers. I'm listening to offers for him, because New Orleans Pelicans will face Portland Trail Blazers without Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson ruled out on the second night of back-to-back games, which again is not the end of the world. Let's be real. Like that's not the end of the world. It's okay for him to be coming back, but it's like he said it was good to be back out there. Pelicans are the worst record in the conference. Blazers are road underdogs. Like the Blazers are road underdogs against the freaking Pelicans. That's how bad the Pelicans suck. But Scoot Henderson named one players. Oh, I said showing minimal improvement. I thought that was That was going to say showing most improvement for a second there. But like, if you are the Pelicans, get Zion on the floor and trade for him. Like, you are not going to go anywhere with Zion Williamson as your best player. We need to be real here. You are going as a team absolutely positively nowhere with Zion Williamson as the best player on your team. And you can get an actual half decent deal. You can genuinely get a half decent deal for Zion. You can probably get multiple firsts and a player. A player who is going to play. Like, maybe not as good as Zion, but a player that's going to play, which is the most important thing. And look, it's not 2019 anymore. It's not 2021. The Zion Williamson like next face of the NBA is over. It's over. The best player in the 2019 draft, to be fair, Ja, but I mean, who else after is there other than Ja? There is like there's Ja, there's Garland, who are probably better than him. Honestly, I'm thinking you might take Tyler Hero over Zion Williamson, in a redraft, just based on health, not based on ability at their peak. Like, Hero's gonna be an all-star this year. So, and to be fair, actually, Hero does get hurt quite a bit, to be fair to him. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Like, Zion Williamson already out. He is out again. He is out again, and like, I don't understand the injury management when you're on the floor doing 360 windmills, but then it's like, oh, I can't play this game because, I need to manage my injuries. But when I'm on the floor, instead of like taking a layup or something to manage my injuries, I'm going to try 360 windmill. Like, I don't understand why that makes sense. It just doesn't. It really just doesn't. But sure, look, it is what it is. Like, everyone's going to have their own opinion on stuff like this. And look, I think it's going to be quite an interesting couple of games for the Pelicans. Going to be an interesting season for Zion. And we can see realistically what Zion is going to do for the remainder of at least the kind of early part of his career. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Pelicans should just stick with Zion? Do you think they should try to trade Zion? Because I don't think he's got that much of a value as far as trade is concerned. But he's on a max contract and he doesn't play basketball. And like, even though he's back, like, whenever Zion plays, he's great. But I'm still trying to, like, I would still take the money because, yeah, he's 24. People think he's young, but I think he could be one of these retired by 30 type players. But anyway, that is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys later.